have Bill calling from Midland, Michigan. Hey, Bill, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, great. How can we help?
So thanks for everything you guys do. I got a question. My wife and I are debt-free aside from the house, and we're on 4, 5, and 6 right now. We both own our own businesses, and so we sold our previous house last year, and we were able to put everything we made on that one onto our current one, and only had to take out a loan for about $60,000.
Awesome.
And on about a $210,000 purchase, which was awesome and a huge blessing. But so I feel like and think that we can pay off said house by December of this year if we keep saving what we're saving currently. And talked to my wife about it. We only owe a balance right now of about just over $49,000 on it, so we've been paying extra on it too. And had a conversation with her the other day, laid it all out, and showed her, and she was on board with it. And she was just like, she's like, I understand where you're coming from, and it's cool, and I'm on board with it, but I'd like to talk to my dad first together just to make sure it's a wise idea, because her dad's a CPA. And I say all this prefacing the fact that I respect my father-in-law a lot. We have a great relationship. I respect his opinion, but he's also not necessarily like get out of debt, stay out of debt, care kind of guy,
Yeah.
you know? Like he's bought like a car on loans every couple of years, carries credit cards, which to each their own, like whatever, but I feel like we're on different levels of that idea. And so I was like, well, I'll talk to him, but I probably already know what he's going to say. And so we had the conversation, and he was like, well, I don't see the point of paying off such a small loan with such a small interest rate, and you could just save up cash. I was like, well, I feel like we could pause our investing for a couple months in order to do this and then restart the process of that. He's like, well, I wouldn't invest right now either because the market's crap. And I was like, well, what would you do?
Goodness gracious.
You wouldn't pay off the house and you wouldn't invest. And he's like, I'd just pile up cash. I was like, but we've done that. And so my question is, what should we do?
I think you switched the conversation to football and politics, and you do you when it comes to money. Now, does your father-in-law pay your bills? Does he pay your mortgage?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
And I'm right there with you. Like, he has an opinion, but his opinion is not the final vote. And
yeah, I can have deep respect for the man. I can love him. Same thing with my dad. You know, we talk money, and I get frustrated, and we change the subject because we are not going to agree. And I say, thank you for your opinion. We are not taking a poll at this time. What's for dinner? You know, and so I think that's the relationship.
Well, my whole thing with it, too, is like, so it's a kind of a two-parter. Is like, yes, it'll take out a lot of our savings, but we'll still have an emergency fund left over if we wait till December to do this, because we'll have at least 5 months of savings saved up, and then we'll be able to save that money right back up, plus then, you know, the house payment every single month.
Yeah.
And we both own our own businesses. My wife owns a CrossFit gym, and I'm a massage therapist. So aside from pandemics and whatnot ever happening again, like physically, I don't know when my last day of work's ever going to be, you know, and I make good money right now. So I'd rather get everything paid off now while I make good money, so that later I don't have to worry about that when I need to take a different job.
That's a great mentality. And on top of that, Bill, I would not pause investing. So if you're doing 4, 5, and 6, you're investing 15%. If you've got kids, you're putting some away for college. And then anything left over, we're throwing at the house. So I do agree, if you want to go down to, 4-month emergency fund and put the rest on the house and get this thing paid off, man, you're going to sleep better. And your father-in-law, while probably a lovely person, doesn't get a vote when it comes to what you do with your money. So,
well, you guys are so close to the finish line. Like a December payoff, that is going to be a debt-free house that you're going to keep for years moving forward. So that's just going to let you walk on that freedom. And I think you're right. As a business owner, that security that comes from having no mortgage, no payments in the world, it's going to change the way you approach business. It's going to help you feel so much more free. So, yeah, I agree. Football. Maybe politics.
Politics. I don't know. I personally wouldn't. I stay away from all of that. I stay away from both, honestly. Sports, politics, I know very little about either. I'll stick to money.
Money. We might need some more conversation topics, George.